we're moving on to now our highlights for the Hoard topic, where we, I don't know, kind of choose some items from our nerdy collections or, just the stuff we've been... Our hoards collecting for many, many moons. This will kind of lead into one of our speedrun topics, but we felt like it might be kind of fun this week to show some Mortal Kombat oriented things. Do you guys both have Mortal Kombat oriented items, right?
I do.
Cool. I do.
Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Phoenix. You go first.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like I got probably the least exciting thing. So these are, I think these came with, it was Mortal Kombat 9 technically, right? It's the bookends and the collector's edition.
Those are cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Found these at Goodwill.
I was just going to say, that's a good one.
Nice.
$12.99.
Oh, that's beautiful. I paid full price for mine.
They were just sitting in a little yellow bin. I walked by, I'm like, oh, that looks familiar. Yanked them out.
Yeah, buddy.
They were in pretty good shape. Yeah, they sit out holding my PC games together. So
You're lucky it still has a spear in front.
So I've broken this off 3 times. I keep gluing it back on. It's really easy to knock and just flings right off. But, a little bit of, super glue. That's just fine. But, yeah, I thought these were pretty neat. They're pretty detailed. I mean...
They're very nice.
Yeah. And honestly, this is what kind of got me back into Mortal Kombat for a while. I was never huge on it as a kid. I think my mother definitely had the issue with the extreme gore back in the mid-90s.
It's just tomato juice.
When they revitalized it, like the reboot technically is what 9 was, I got into it pretty hard for a little bit. Granted, when I say that, I was just the spammer. I was the noob Cybot guy the whole time, but
I was competing for a while.
Hold on.
I was on there doing the online stuff.
Hold on to that word reboot. That'll come back around, I'm sure. But yeah, I agree. Mortal Kombat 9 was definitely one that I felt like I went pretty hardcore into. Not like super, but it definitely, I don't think I got very far into 10. I played some of 11. I definitely think
10 or 11.
I played the campaign of 11, and it was fun.
I don't play for the campaign. I play for all the brutalities and the fatalities. That's all I care about.
Yeah, the campaign was actually surprisingly good for 11. I enjoyed it. Oh, you want to go up, Metal Gamer?
Yeah, I got a few things actually. Let's see. Not really. I just like Mortal Kombat. I got those same bookends though.
Yeah.
And let's see. I guess for starters, I got this happy bad boy. I've had this thing forever.
I don't have the box. I just have a loose copy.
Yeah, this is my original copy. It doesn't have the book in it, but it definitely holds up.
So I was wondering with me at Salvation Army when I came across all 3 of the first ones in boxes.
Man,
I think so. That. Yeah.
Yeah, I got them all for like $3 or $4 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Back when you could find things at Salvation Army.
Ooh, what's that thing?
This is the Art of Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
So this one, I believe. This came with my 9. Actually,
that's 9.
When I pre-ordered it. So if you would have gotten the bookends, you would have gotten this too.
Oh, they didn't have them in the Goodwill bin.
This came with a whole bunch of extra codes. So obviously redeemed because I'm gonna play it.
You're a cool kid.
Look, this one's cool. This one's all embossed and pretty. So this one's really nice. It has all the cool the 3D models and stuff, like what stuff they were using. So it was pretty neat. So all the cell shaded or not the cell shaded untextured models, freaking boss.
Is what was that guy? Was his name Meat? Is Meat in there? You don't remember Meat?
Meat?
No, Meat in the. Gosh, I feel like in one of the PS2 Mortal Kombat games, there was a character. I think his name was Meat, and he was just a body. He was a fighting character. He was just like a piece of meat.
I have to see that. And last but not least, because the 9, I ended up getting 10, so I got this guy. So this is pretty. This one, he looks like he's like standing in a pose. Ooh, yeah, buddy. Came with the game and everything, so it's pretty neat. So it was done by Course, which is a really cool thing, and it looks awesome. It has like a matte finish to it, and the gold is like kind of shiny, like like kind of like shimmers. It's really nice. It's so constructed well.
Yeah.
So I don't regret getting it at all. I think that thing cost me like $150.
There you go. You guys can see meat.
Good stuff.
The story of meat.
Of course.
Oh,
here's an Armageddon.
Yeah, he's Armageddon.
And we never saw him again.
Nope. That was definitely one of those like throwaway characters.
Yeah.
Speaking of throwaway characters, your turn, Chaz.
Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah, right.
On my own show. No.
You're not cool.
Real quick, so I just chose 3 things that are super important to me. Things not exactly these copies, but I used to watch these all the time as a kid. Of course, we have my VHS copy of the original Mortal Kombat.
Nice. It's a collector's edition. They missed out on that. So it should have been a K.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Has it? This is the one. I know a lot of people say that one hasn't aged well. This one really hasn't aged well, in my opinion. VHS copy of Annihilation.
But it had a great soundtrack.
They both had great
Destroy all
soundtracks.
expectations.
I think the soundtrack was better in 2.
No, soundtrack.
Gosh.
Was it Halcyon On and On? That's such a great song.
They had Fire on 2. Like, no. Annihilation. All about that.
And then this was not very good, but I loved it as a kid. This was leading up to the movie. They released this, and it's like the worst CG. It's like the earliest CGI you can imagine used to make a cartoon.
Is it like Virtua Fighter reboot?
It's like Virtua Fighter, but it was like a cartoon.
Oh my god!
It had like terrible Virtua Fighter graphics, animations, and it also had like drawn animations. So
I want to watch it.
Spoilers. I've been wanting to do a video on my channel just talking about this at some point. It's awful and good, I guess. But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That looks funny.
I think it was like promotional material leading up to the movie, and I'm probably the only person in Florida who has a copy of that.
I want to see it. You know how hard that doesn't seem like something you could just find.
I think it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Yeah,
it's got to be somewhere.
Yeah, on YouTube.
I'm trying to look for it.
YouTube, I think you can watch the full thing. It is like the CGI is like bafflingly bad. It's like, what's that 90s? Is it Lawnmower Man? Is that 80s? Whatever that.
Well, I mean, 1990, the CG wasn't great.
Was it 90?
I mean, even I mean, I might get some flack for this, but even like, you watch Toy Story now, and you're just like, man, Toy Story 4 looks amazing.
I haven't seen that in forever. I'm afraid to.
Yeah, it's like really, you could see the thingies. Like, there's a lot of things going on, and you're just like, oh boy. And that was the best of its time.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
How far we've come.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, well, yeah. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that. We showed off some super dumb things that I don't know why we have, at least on my behalf, I should say.